this amazing bathroom project. I'm Kasey Stone with Clerestory Design. Let me tell you what we're gonna do this week. So honestly, we're gonna kind of run out of some things to do this week. We have our new crown, if you remember. We ordered some new crown to try to match the existing crown. We got them in, they did not match. So we ordered more, we took the old down, and we are doing all new crown. So the second order came in, so we're gonna finish that today. We are hoping that the tile guy will arrive any day now. Kitchen cabinets have arrived and are being delivered this week. They're not kitchen, bathroom cabinets. So once those arrive, we can get them installed. And we're also working on getting the hardwood floor guys in, but we don't know where they fit into the picture because, of course, we can't walk on the floors for a while after they do that. So they may be last. So today we're gonna finish crown, do some caulking, and hopefully get that crown painted. So all of that new crown is up. We have caulked. We've actually had to do a little bit of mudding in a few spots. And after we painted, a few other spots jumped out at us. So little mudding so that we'll have some more painting to do. But we are really ready for some doors that we've ordered to come in, our cabinets to come in, and we're really, really ready to get the tile guys here. So we are turning our attention to this pony wall, or two pony walls, and how we're gonna treat these. We've decided that we're gonna trim them out with almost like a wainscoting look. Something's going on in the basement, if you hear that. We are gonna trim that out with a wainscoting look to match our cabinet doors. So here is a brilliant sketch of what we're gonna do. So on this end, we're just gonna trim it out with like a shaker style. Our doors are a shaker style on the cabinets that are gonna be here. And then here we're gonna have three panels, three sections that are pretty similar in size to this one. The question we don't know is, do we do a baseboard or do we take those panels all the way to the floor? Jesus is gonna actually do us a mock-up for this one. And we think we're gonna go with a 1x3, but this is already kind of tight. This will be too. Every ½ inch counts. So we're gonna rip the thickness off of that 1x3 so that we don't quite have that much of a reveal here. And I think that will actually be more in keeping with the door style. And then we'll do the same technique when Jesus builds our doors to go there. So this is exciting. The tile guys are here. So we're gonna go in there. They've been here a couple hours. Let's go see what they've accomplished. So the Duroc is in and they're working on that pan, actually pouring a mud bed there. So we ended up doing a little trick here. This Duroc is ½ inch and this is 1/4 inch. We'd prefer to have ½ inch because it lines up with your sheetrock. But over here, if we did 1/4 or half and then the tile would be sticking out past this door trim. So we just went with a little bit smaller over here because we're not dealing with butting up to sheetrock like we are there. Obviously, we gotta put another piece of Duroc here and up here. And you can see what's happening with the pan. Getting that sand very level. Right, we have a shower floor and it looks awesome. We've blocked it so that the sweet pup doesn't feel the need to come in here, but shower floor is done. I like this tile a lot. It's got a lot of those gray and white marbles, but it's got a little bit of that amber color too, which ties back into the floor so well. It looks really nice. So next they're going to build some niches here and here, which will look great. Like I said, a little bit more Durock up top, but we're getting there. It's already lunch, and the tile guys just left because they got so much done, and now they have to wait for it to dry. So let me show you what all they've accomplished. All right, so they pieced those top 2 pieces of Durock that were missing. They've seamed all that Durock, and they've put the red sealant. They added this Durock here. They added this sheetrock here. And then they've added all that sealant, and so they've left. You can see we've got a fan going. They've left for lunch. They're gonna let this get nice and dry. One thing I'm not sure if I showed you what happened here. So I met with my glass guys, and they were uncomfortable with the size of this door. You remember the shower got bigger, and when the shower got bigger, the door opening got bigger. So Jesus came back and added 2 more 2x4s running this way, right here. And then we added this extra piece of sheetrock. So we basically just made this wall a little bit longer. And what that's gonna do is make this opening a size that we feel good about. We have another exciting development happening today, and that is that the cabinets should be here any minute. And I've got to be creative figuring out where we're gonna store those until we're ready to install them. But all of the cabinets that are gonna be this peninsula, as well as the big tall cabinets that are like closet style that are going here, will all be here shortly. So busy day today. So the tile is still going on. Jesus came late last night and fixed our sheetrock to Durock situation. We've got some mud still up there. It's got to be cleaned out or sanded, but that'll happen. So we're just gonna keep on tiling today. All right, so I got here just in time to see some of the very last tiles going in. You can see they're doing the tiles in the niche. Also that last course on the bottom. Our threshold is down, which is like a stone threshold. That last course is always tricky because you have to follow the slope of the floor. So just a few more tiles and then we'll start grouting. We're also gonna put a little course, I guess 2 courses of tile under this threshold. If you go with sheetrock there, it's just gonna stay wet. So from here to here, they're gonna cap that off with the same metal Schluter, like you see here, and just 1 or 2 courses of that subway tile along the bottom. And then Jesus is gonna trim all of this out. In fact, he's already cut all those pieces. So we'll do a little bit of sheetrock work, and then we're gonna trim all this out, almost like a wainscoting on this wall and this wall. And then we did not do the baseboard on that wall yet for just this reason that we wanted to wait and give them plenty of room. And we may even hold off on that too until our glass door is installed so that we know we're not gonna have any swing problems with our door. I'm gonna leave these guys to get to it. The next thing they're gonna start doing is grouting. We used a frost on the floor and avalanche on the walls. So those are gonna look great. I can't wait to see the grout. All right, so I'm gonna get out of the tile guys' way and let them finish grouting. When we come back, all the tile will be finished and we're gonna start installing all of those bathroom cabinets. So come back and see what we're working on next.